All right, Grant, pre-show shenanigans. Chivalry is dead. Nothing is sacred. Um,
If you
Red
thought
Zone has
Alabama
a yeah,
dying was going to be the big news of the
yeah,
week, boy, were you wrong.
yeah.
Boy,
No,
was that wrong.
chivalry is dead. Nothing is sacred anymore. The commercial empires have taken over. The greed has come in. Grant, 7 hours of red zone football begins now, not commercial free.
Okay. Yeah.
ESPN has already killed the most sacred thing
Yeah.
in the
This
sport
is,
of football.
I thought, hey, when ESPN acquired Red Zone, we knew it was coming. I just didn't think it was going to be year one. I thought this was going to be a year two, casually drop in a commercial in there,
And here's the thing,
slide it
Grant.
in. But year
It's
one,
not a hey,
year
this is the
one,
other thing. It is not a casual let's slip a commercial in. No.
question,
It's a full commercial break. Like they're going
question,
to commercial.
question. Do you need to be ESPN Plus to get it, or is this going to be on
You need
ESPN
to
News?
buy it
You
on
also need.
YouTube.
Wait.
I'm
It's
pretty sure
only
you have to
YouTube
buy it on
TV.
YouTube. It's
I'm
on
seeing
YouTube TV.
YouTube TV has a lot of ads right now for a Sunday ticket deal, but is Red Zone exclusive? I don't think it's exclusive to YouTube
I'm not
TV.
sure if it's exclusive to YouTube TV. I know it's on YouTube TV.
I know for Sunday ticket they're offering
Yeah.
packages 30 a month,
Right.
which kind of seems like a good ass deal.
Hey, less for me as a student. I still
Yeah,
pay
no,
the
it's kind of
student rate.
sounds like a really good deal.
But here's the problem, Grant.
But forget
You're
the
paying
deal.
money.
Forget the
You're
deal.
paying
We're not here
money.
about that.
You're paying money to watch commercials.
No,
That's
exactly.
what are we doing here?
Like it's like the whole point of a pay-per-view. I know pay-per-view just died, but the whole point of a pay-per-view is commercial free.
Grant, pay-per-view, the
I mean, if you think of any
idea still exists though. They
subscription
might have killed the
service,
man. They might have killed the man, but the idea is
yeah.
still,
I mean,
subscriptions are all paper.
shit. Hulu, another Disney product. If you want to just watch Hulu with ads, it's cheaper. But if you want ad free, you pay the premium. You would expect for just
here's the difference.
service.
There is no premium option.
No. Yeah,
for this.
There isn't. That would be so funny though if it was just like Red Zone for like 15 a month, and then it's like your classic Red Zone naturally 150 a month.
Grant, I think we might have just given ESPN a fucking idea. Oh yeah, no, I don't like that.
Golden idea.
Great idea. But yeah, so like last year they obviously, like they put in a little Lowe's advertisement, or you get a dilly or something in there. Like it wouldn't take up the whole screen,
Yeah. If they did a little half and half.
Yeah, no. This is okay a full. From what I've heard, it's a full commercial. Like
yeah, no. Yeah, they're cutting.
Like no, they're cutting to commercial, which takes away the whole point of watching football, like the way that they do it on Red.
Yeah, no. My question is how established are these commercial time slots going to be? Because like if you just think of a football game, college football first, it's. College football is just so unstructured. Like Fox Big Noon kicks off at 12:20. Big Noon, my ass. Why aren't you kicking off at 12 p.m.? Like college football is so unstructured. The NFL. I mean, for everyone who just watched college football last weekend, you're about to go see NFL. I want you to specifically pay attention to the start times, specifically halftime when that second half starts. In the NFL, that shit.
No messing around. Here's the thing, though, Grant. It's not. Here's the problem with Red Zone, though, because you're watching every game. You got an Octobox going. There's always something happening. So when are you going to cut to commercial? You're going to miss something. Because the problem is, if you cut to commercial and during the cut you miss a 55-yard touchdown run by like Jaden Daniels, what the fuck are we doing?
And also, hey, I'm gonna put this out here now. Red Zone is an amazing product. Scott Hansen's a national
Scott
treasure.
Hansen is an amazing product.
Scott Hansen's a
Red Zone is
treasure.
now dead.
Yeah, but historically speaking, hey, we're going back a year. It's still commercial-free Red Zone. Even under that, there's
still commercials last year.
Play along with me for a second, damn it. Going back to the throwback Red Zone, it's great. I'm not shitting on it, but I do have a qualm with red zone. Like, they need to show every touchdown. And if there's a ton of touchdowns at the end of the half, well, now you just get like 10 straight minutes, just a touchdown like montage.
Okay. Also, here's my next question. Are you in the witching hour? Are you sorry? Go ahead.
No, keep going. This is good. No.
I was going to say in the witching hour. In the witching hour,
just left my brain. I'm
in
now
the witching hour. Are we cutting
in
to commercial break with 30 seconds left in a 3-point game while you're driving down the field to win?
We should at least. Can we at least just agree on commercial free witching hour? Like let's start small. Okay, I'm not asking for everything. I'm not.
That's arguably the most important part of the entire day.
I mean, like, if you want to be an NFL like account and you want to just casually blow up, you just tweet out, "Oh, that first witching hour is going to hit different." Boom, spawn in with 5,000 likes on Twitter if you just tweet that out to the void. Really easy. But there's my one qualm with red zone is that when they're going back showing you a bunch of touchdowns, like, they're not catching what is currently going on live,
which is why they should show it like kind of like.
And if there's ever a week, like, for example, the 1 week when the Dolphins played a Big 12 football game and dropped 70 points on
the Broncos,
oh my God, that was amazing. When they did that, when they had a public execution like Ned Stark for the Broncos, like, that week of red zone, like, you're just getting replay. You're not watching live anything. Like, that's my one qualm with red zone, is that they need to show every touchdown. I love that they stick to what they say they're going to do. Not doing that anymore. But that's my issue, is that sometimes you can miss live game footage. And also,
it's going to arguably be worse now too. You cut to commercial break and be like, "Oh, we missed these 4 touchdown passes
exactly
because you're on commercial."
That's where I was going. So when they cut back from commercial, dude, we got to show these 6 touchdowns, and then we can cut back to the 2-minute drive when Josh Allen has the ball on the 35 against the Ravens. Now we can get back to that. Like, that's my problem. And like you just said, the commercials will just perpetuate that issue. Because they have to show every touchdown. Do not take that away. All right. Don't take that away. Okay. We need to stick to some roots here. I mean, come on.
Have some consistency.
Some sense of pride. Like, really.
ESPN doesn't have that, but
no,
yeah.
They don't. But like, if they wanted to gain respect from the average football fan, you and I, that was not the move.
You think they want respect, Grant?
I would hope they would want it. They clearly don't.
No, they just want money.
No, they clearly don't.
They just want money.
Yeah, no, they clearly don't. But yeah, it's a dark day. I didn't think they would immediately year one.
That was
how soon until like we got Stephen A and like Greeny doing it, like over under 1.5 years. I think that's an accurate line.
If Stephen A.
they're gonna make Joe Buck and Aikman do it. Oh yeah, they are, Everett. Yeah, they are.
If Stephen
they're free on Sundays, they just do Monday nights, so they're free on Sunday.
Well, it's not that they already have the rights with Stephen A. If they make Stephen A. come and do it,
ESPN has Buck and Aikman too. Remember?
Do that? They do.
Yeah, remember we had the commentator free agency recently.
But what if they had Stephen A. and Max Kellerman do it together? Does that solve it? Does it make it any worse or better?
I think Kellerman's the guy if you're gonna make Stephen A. do it, because that's entertainment.
So that's the only way to do it, because you know what you're getting.
Stephen A. will never do a show with Max Kellerman again.
No,
that's the issue.
But if Scott Hansen leaves the program,
I highly advise him to. I would strongly suggest.
Well, for him, yes.
For his longevity.
If ESPN does not retain Scott Hansen,
I mean, Everett, the way we felt about Lee Corso on Monday is how we'll feel about Scott Hansen when he decides. And also,
I would just like to say, if Scott Hansen leaves this program, no, Grant, if he leaves the program, you're putting him on College Game Day.
Oh yeah, we'll launch College Red Zone. I also read there was a rumor some network execs were trying to float around the college football red zone.
The problem is
immediately
ESPN
got shut down by
also
Fox and
own that.
ESPN because they're not allowing.
No. But
what do you think,
Grant?
Fox
to wrap up the pre-show, it is a dark day, not just because of NFL Red Zone. We had a second tragedy today, Grant. You're muted.
Sorry. I'm sorry, but as you just brought that up, I need to just point this out. Only the NFL, quite literally, the only entity in the history of this earth that has made broadcasting companies bend the knee and do what they say is the NFL when it came to red zone. CBS, NBC, Fox, I don't give a shit what our TV deals are. All of your shit's on red zone. I don't care. They're the only entity on earth that could have all those networks just listen to what they say. Only entity.
Yeah. But tragedy has struck twice in one day.
Yeah,
on September 3rd.
Yeah, meth streams. You thought it would end there? No. They're coming for the king, guys. Stream East.
Well, they're not coming. They came.
They forcefully removed the crown. Stream East is gone. Stream East does not exist.
I just also like to acknowledge the fact that apparently, well, now we know where Stream East was originating from, which is a funny silver lining, the fact that it was coming out of Egypt of all places. But
yeah, I was just thinking about this right now. I'm interested that this move happened after the UFC stops pay-per-views, which was the main reason why this even started.
It happens, and it's the day before the first NFL game.
That as well.
Roger Goodell had a hand in this.
Obviously, everybody had it.
I do many have different one question.
Were involved in this.
You know, in the end of Mice and Men, the very end of Mice and Men, right?
You're talking when they take Lenny out back.
Lenny's out back. Okay, if you've read Mice and Men, you know what we're talking about.
Let me make my point. Mice and Men, let me make my point. This podcast, I don't know what we're doing. You need to go read that.
Let me make my point. Do you think that the guy who arrested the two guys running Stream East was like, what's the
like Lenny and I forget the
guys. George. The guys arresting the Stream East guys were George, and they were standing there with the Stream East guys being Lenny. They're like, I don't want to do it.
While you're thinking of that, I think it was a little bit more like Kylo Ren. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. I think it was a little bit more like that situation where they're sitting there like, fuck. I know what I'm about to do will not create greater good. I know what I'm about to do is not going to create a positive.
I fully was planning. You're like sitting there, like, can we back this up like one day? Can I just get Thursday Night Football in, please? Like one day, just move it one day.
Yeah, I think it was eerily similar to the Kylo Ren moment. I
think of Mice and Men as a great call.
Oh yeah, great. Great
pull.
As you were saying that, I just immediately thought of that GIF.
Very similar. Very similar.
It's the same theme though.
Yeah,
you don't want to do it, but you're
doing it, you're just
having so many second thoughts going through your mind as you just block the
it's order 66 domain. It's order 66. Good soldiers follow orders.
You're committing order 66. It's like Jamie Lannister. Like would you listen to the Mad King if he's telling you to slay innocent civilians in the city? That's the dilemma.
But
no, I know. But that's the dilemma. That's the dilemma we're in here. Technically both decisions are wrong in a way, and you got to pick the lesser of two evils. And unfortunately the lesser of two evils is that we're all going back to crack streams, folks. That's what the lesser of two evils is. But I just think it's quite interesting, the timeline of this. Right after pay-per-views are gone, right the day before the NFL begins, and anytime you go online, just YouTube TV, Sunday ticket ads are just in your face, literally anywhere online right now. you will see a YouTube TV Sunday Ticket ad. So yeah, it's a dark day. It's an astonishing day, but yeah. We will, there will be a new popular site within 12 hours. 12 hours, we'll have a new king. Probably owned by Roger Goodell.
It is quite literally the Game of Thrones right now.
The next illegal strike will probably be owned by Roger Goodell and Dana White personally.
It's the Game of Thrones right now.
Jake Paul will probably have 5% commission on that next one too.
And what is his name?
Floyd Mayweather will find a way to get a cut. It's like, dude, you don't even fight anymore. He's like, no, give me 8%. Conor
McGregor's in there.
Oh yeah, well, he's the face of it. It'll be McGregor streams. But that'll do the pre-show. It's truly a where were you moment though. Like this won't go down in the history books, I don't think. Do you think this would be mentioned? No. But all of us, we all know.
It's going to be back in my day, kids. Back in my day.
Is a trivia question? No. Don't tell me it's not a trivia question.
I also don't know if it's going to be popular enough to get a trivia.
They had 1.6 billion active users like regularly per month. That's like 15% of Earth, 20% of Earth.
I'm just trying to think of it on
the
Jeopardy.
The world knows about Stream East, Everett. We know.
I think it's about time to get in the episode, though.
Yeah. Without further ado, snaps. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to one of the best episodes of the Waterboy podcast of the entire year. It is episode 329, and we have NFL Week 1 preview to overlook. Football is officially back. The day you are listening to this right now, on Thursday, September 4th, when this video will go live, the NFL is back today. NFL will be on until the Super Bowl. And I'm guessing, I don't know it off the top of my head. The Super Bowl will be played February 9th. We're not fact checking that, but you heard it here first. That is an announcement. The Super Bowl will be played on February 9th. But we have football until then. We are truly in the thick of it. And are we starting off with a quick little college football to get that out of the way? We start off with something else. There's one other big piece of news on what should be a full NFL episode.
The
NBA
we would have to talk about.
The NBA swooped in last second, but before I was hinting it may be an inside job plant to have Streamies and Red Zone go commercials today. This was not a plant by the NBA.
We talking about that now? I thought we were going to do college football first.
Oh, I thought, let's just go Ballmer, football, and then into the league. I think Roger Goodell may have actually had this planted to leak today because it's NBA attention the day before the NFL, but it's like the worst attention you could possibly get if you're the NBA right now.
Oh, horrendous NBA's looks with
in a really bad look right now with Silver
the one commissioner the one commissioner that also like is so passive.
I'm just realizing
Adam Silver is super passive.
Adam Silver is more hated somehow than Rob Manfred and Goodell.
But it's also
that's hard to do.
Adam Silver also is just so unbelievably passive, and everything that he's implemented. Everything he's implemented is just not been successful.
And I just feel like he never actually gives a good reason for any changes. Like the in-season tournament, he never gave you a good reason why he implemented
the finals logos and course.
He never gave you a good reason for that.
Actually, the reason for that was so horrendous. Well, it was that we couldn't have on court. We couldn't change the court to have the logos.
The players slipped,
which is like we have that in the in-court tournament. In the in-season
and it's
tournament.
a lot worse than the in-season tournament.
It's worse because the whole floor is
the logo can cross the 3-point lines for the in-season tournament. That's how large it is. So clearly that's not the reason.
Yeah, Grant, why don't you explain what Steve Ballmer did?
I was gonna say capital J journalism allegedly. I think it's just true. I don't think it's allegation. I think it's just confirmed. The Clippers have been exposed. Hiring a Miami booster bagman to give Kawhi Leonard an NIL deal. Okay, that's what the Clippers have been exposed for. They have created an NIL fund, not a a Dylan Raiola, not a Bryce Underwood fund. I'm talking a Jaden Rashada fund. Okay. All right. I'm talking a holy shit. What are we even talking about type of fund? Apparently, help me out here, Everett. Kawhi Leonard was involved in a $28 million side company. Now, was that 28 total or 28 a year? That changes things.
I believe it was 28 total.
Yeah, I really wish it was per year, but still, total.
I mean, he has a $50 million per year contract.
No, right? I know. No, I know, but I don't know how that's broken up the 28, but I guess it's safe to assume just over
I'm just
his
thinking
length
of it
with
like
the
a signing bonus that he just gets parts of like per year program.
Yes, but like on a per year, like I'm thinking like
Well, it says that if he leaves the team, he doesn't get any of it. So I'm assuming it means it's over the length of his contract.
Just like Jaden Rashada's deal, he had to spend 182 days in Gainesville, or else he wasn't entitled to that NIL money. So it's quite literally the Jaden Rashada NIL deal all over again. My big question though is that per year or total? If it's total, piece of shit move, but not as bad. If it was per year, that's egregious, gross, and disgusting because 28 a year is another star player.
It seems like it's a 28 total $million deal because it says signed a $28 million endorsement. So I'm going to assume that it's singular.
Let's assume it's total. Let's assume it's total. So like not as bad. I'm not like I don't even know exactly what I'm guessing Kawhi is.
I mean, granted, it doesn't matter. That's horrendous.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm guessing Kawhi is not on a max. But I'm just thinking.
I think at the time he can't have Bird. I don't think he could have had Bird.
Yeah, and also I just the NBA contract shit. I'll be honest, Effort. I don't know. Like it is egregious, but I was really concerned that it was per year because that's Paul George's contract. That's
let's explain it. Yeah, no, I know.
That's like multiple key players.
Just generally speaking, basically they made a company it sounds like a fictitious company where they did
what Blake Corum and Connor Stallions did, started an LLC together. Yep. And then the worst decision, it was called KL2.
Well, no. That was just Kawhi. That was just Kawhi. That was Kawhi's LLC.
No, yeah.
But he was an investor, I guess, or something like that in this tree planting company that Ballmer owned.
Was the KL2 thing not?
The KL2 was how he was paying out to Kawhi from the company.
Okay, yeah. I think Pablo Torre, which we need to give him some flowers real quick. The great work that he's done since getting fired from ESPN. Why they fired him? Oh boy. At least Emmanuel Acho got axed. Okay.
When you said that for a second, I pictured Pablo Sanchez and I was like,
no.
ESPN.
Pablo Torre, he's doing the Lord's work right now. Okay. He's doing the Lord's work on his podcast. He found this out. I believe he first noticed this KL2 LLC and was like, I wonder who that could be. I wonder who that could possibly be. But just an awful decision to name it that. But like more so like this was obviously going to get found out eventually. 28 million's a lot of money, you know? Shit, how much?
I mean, technically speaking,
it was only like 2 mil, 3 mil, right? This is 28.
But like, I mean, to be fair, it isn't technically. It's tied to an NBA owner, but it's not tied to his like NBA like expenditure. So most people wouldn't think to look.
But if they can somehow prove that there was something with Kawhi that I'm not signing here unless you give me this, then that's a breach of something.
Well, I'm pretty sure there was also reports that like Jeannie Buss refused to like
Jeannie Buss
abide by.
Yeah,
but she like refused to like abide by with Kawhi Leonard's uncle's illegal requests for something, which might be this. But I mean, I don't know.
Saying when I think back to that Chris Broussard tweet when he tweeted breaking, Kawhi Leonard wants to go to the Lakers. Said breaking, Kawhi Leonard wants to go to a team. That was the breaking news. I'm now thinking Kawhi told Broussard to tweet that out so I get my 28 mil in my tree fund.
I also do think, Steve Ballmer was so desperate to set up. the Clippers to win, like he would do it. And at the same time, could you imagine doing this, having this fallout happen? And Grant, what did the Clippers accomplish? Sorry, load management for 2 years and so what?
I believe, now I could be wrong. Somebody please fact check me if I'm wrong, because it's much funnier if I'm wrong. But I believe since acquiring Kawhi Leonard, forget playoff piece, since acquiring Kawhi Leonard, the best results the Clippers have had is a Western Conference Finals appearance. Hang the banner. Western Conference Finals, not NBA Finals appearance. Hell no. Western Conference Finals appearance. Hang the banner. That was the accomplishment. The other thing, and my Laker friends have been pointing this out. The last time an NBA team was punished in any sort of form for some rule violation, some type of punishment, that team was stripped away of draft picks. But Everett.
Yep. You're about to ask me which team it was? Because I know which team it was.
No. But Everett, all of the Los Angeles Clippers draft picks belong to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yep.
So what assets could you even take away? I don't even know.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. This I haven't like this is Waterboy. This is
suspended draft.
This is a Waterboy analytic at its finest. This is not fact check. This is Waterboy analytics.
Can't even take away there.
But I have that the Timberwolves got caught for doing something similar with Joe Smith. Don't know what year that was. Wow. They voided Joe Smith's contract and then took the next 5 first-round picks. I have not confirmed that. I don't know. If that's
Joe Smith, not Josh Smith, not Jay Smoove. Joe Smith?
Joe Smith.
I'm guessing that's a while ago because Joe Smith, that face does not immediately pop into my head.
Let's just say this is real. 90s. Let's just say this is
I believe
real.
you. I believe
I don't. Well, I'm saying this scenario. I don't know if that happened or not. Would make sense for the Timberwolves, but I don't know what you do. I have no idea what
they don't have picks. You can't really reduce their salary because, like every team in the NBA, they're already at the salary cap. So, like, you force them to cut a guy?
Cut Kawhi Leonard?
No, they're not gonna do that. Like the Clippers are
lose out revenue
enough.
On the year or something. Like
the Clippers they're already punished enough being tied into Kawhi being the star player and missing half the year. Like they're already being punished enough. I don't know how you punish them, Everett. I honestly don't even know.
You can in a professional sport. It'd be like you give them a playoff ban for fucking 2 years, 3 years.
That hasn't ever happened in
a professional sport. There's no way. Maybe in soccer somewhere. Maybe in soccer.
That's like different though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's also close to collegiate. That's also closest to collegiate though.
Yeah, but oh my god, actually, there's never been a professional American sports team that was banned from the playoffs.
Or maybe you ban Kawhi from playing and like he's suspended for however
he already
long.
Does that though, you know.
That's called load management.
He already does it to himself. Like I literally I think what's most funny is that it's a on court cheating, put that in air quotes, is an on-court scandal. What they did directly impacts on-court results. However, they didn't win anything while doing it. So it's like, you know, it's not like it's not like the general public's enraged over this, but more so like a holy shit.
I think everybody's just like, what's
like a more shock reaction than a mad reaction, you know? Like I truly think like if this just blows by a year from now, like I honestly don't know if anyone would like care if they didn't get punished. Like it's the Clippers.
I just think that it sets such high precedent.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to do something, or else Lakers.
If it's also like a Michigan situation, all right. If it's a Michigan repeat, like it's just gonna set everybody up for just like let's just keep cheating. Like why the fuck would we not
exactly. But like seriously though, Lakers, let's start the Nikola Jokic Horse LLC. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why haven't we started that already?
Okay. All right, let's get into college football here.
Yeah, so then, not the most enticing week of college football games. Once again, another conspiracy. Did Roger Goodell call down and be like, no games for NFL week 1? I need everybody to be thinking about us, not college football. Is there a chance, Everett? Is there a chance?
Yeah, maybe? He might have phoned down to the NCAA.
Yeah, maybe. Like I'm thinking maybe just because last week every single college broadcast that was their highest performing because there's no NFL that weekend. The only thing you can watch is college football. But here are some just exciting games of the day. First exciting one, Illinois at Duke. Darian Mensah going up against this Illinois team who I would say is overrated heavily right now, the number 11 team in the country, according to the AP poll. This one, I got my eyes on you, Mensah. And is Manny Diaz still head coach?
Manny Diaz at Duke?
Yeah.
There's no coaching change at Duke this offseason.
Okay, so I believe it's still Manny Diaz. Let me just fact check that again real quick. Yep. Head football coach at Duke. Manny Diaz still there. So yeah, that one should be very exciting. We'll see if Illinois is legit or not. They aren't. Next, exciting matchup: Iowa State, another classic. This game always makes zero sense. Like you can kind of like guarantee 3 fumbles / disgusting tip interceptions. You can guarantee just awful football out of this game being played. My play for you all is a sneaky over. We're going to see pick sixes. Okay. We're going to see fumble sixes. Okay. Scoop and scores, like defensive touchdowns. That may be your play of the game. Defensive touchdown, whatever that plus is, that may be your bet for that game. Actually, Everett, I may be looking into that. I like that a lot now that I say that out loud. I like a defensive touchdown in that football game. Baylor, SMU, another really exciting matchup at SMU, a CW game. 9 a.m. start. I think.
Yuck!
I think it's gross. They make
9 a.m. for you. Teams. Sorry, 9 a.m. for you.
I think it's gross. They make the Texas teams play at 11 a.m. Gross.
Well, you think I had an 11 a.m. game last week?
That's disgusting. Man. Any team in the South should never have an early game.
You see this fucking You see this sunburn right here?
Whoa! I need get Kalebi.
Oh, whoa! That's as close as I can get.
Oh, that's as close as I can get. That is a gold mine right there. Holy shit! Now that's Tulane football. That's some raw ball right there, baby.
Yeah, I have my battle wounds.
I was
that's some Larry the Lobster.
Shape? Is that a necklace like tan necklace tan?
Oh, the line there? No, that's just the shadow.
There's just a shadow. Okay, yeah.
That would be funny though. That's how I would have to start the episode. It's just.
I mean, I'm just saying, Everett. If you want to go viral, I'm gonna need you to get a chain with a little Tulane, the angry wave. What your current logo.
Have it sunburned.
And I need a sunburnt. Tulane. I need the wave. I need you to somehow find a way to get the face etched in the sunburn.
It would need to be like it'd have to be like see-through.
It'll be like a stencil.
Like a stencil. You just have to leave it like that. Yeah.
But okay, we'll be in contact.
Melanoma in the shape of the angry wave. There we go.
Yeah, no, hey, you use it for good. Okay, we're gonna show.
Not good, but
for content, it's great.
Not for my life and my well-being.
But for content, Everett.
Anything for content. Anything
for the Water Boys. But that's another little exciting matchup. But the game of the week, without question, Oklahoma, Michigan. For this, my biggest key to watch for this one is going to be how both of these running offenses look. Now, last week, I would say neither Michigan or Oklahoma necessarily were dominant offensively, and neither played the greatest opponents. So, Everett, for two teams that struggled a bit running the ball against inferior teams, what would we expect to happen when they go up against better teams trying to run the ball? Do you think it's safe to assume it'd be a little bit worse this time around?
Yeah, not great things.
Yeah, and another thing. Now, I said this going into the season. I will stand by it. I feel even more confident. I believe Oklahoma has the deepest defensive line in the SEC.
Deepest is different.
The deepest.
Texas had the best to start.
Oklahoma
the year,
is the deepest in terms of the backup D tackles are still winning. So, and that's the key. The D tackles. That's the focus in this game because both these teams are going to want to run it in between the tackles up the middle. So the D tackles are the two focuses for me. I think Oklahoma's D-line looks a bit better than Michigan's. I also think both of these pass offenses are going to be struggling a little bit. More so Michigan's than Oklahoma's because of Michigan's lack of receiver options this year. Now, Michigan fans, you're going to want to hear this. Bryce Underwood horrifies me. The zip that Bryce Underwood has on his passes horrifies me. And I believe Bryce Underwood is going to be able to elevate his receiver room to look better than they actually are because he is that talented. However, Bryce Underwood is still limited with the options he has at receiver. Jean Mateer and the boys at Oklahoma, I feel safer predicting them to come up in third and long moments where they have to pass. I trust Mateer and that offense a bit more, but I expect this to be an interesting one. My play on this is the over. I know I was talking a lot about the D lines there, but 44.5 is the line. They're telling you 24-20 game. I think we're going to get a little bit more than that. I don't think either of these defenses are that elite like it'll be in Ohio State, Texas, or Clemson, LSU. I don't think it'll be like a defensive, boring pitcher's duel. But give me the over, and my key is going to be the run game. Whichever teams establishes that run early, they could run away with it. But yeah, that was what you know what? Arizona State, Mississippi State, pretty interesting, but Arizona State's won that shit. Okay, on to the NFL.
On to the NFL.
On to the NFL. Week 1 NFL preview. We're going to be going through the picks, going through all the games, whichever one's most. There's a lot of interesting ones this week.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you, this is week 1's normally hard, and I feel like
it's always super difficult.
We say this every year, but this year there's so many. Almost every game this week is like I flip a coin.
I got 3 WTFs. 3 WTFs, and it's only week 1, Everett. I already have 3.
As I believe you won last year, right? I think you had edged me out by a little bit.
I don't know if you have your record. I've got my record
from last year.
Yeah, last year I went
don't have it pulled
164 and 75, giving me a 68.6%
I think
win
I was
rate.
at 67%. I was just below you.
Let's make this very clear, though, before we make any picks. Neither Everett nor I will ever take an ounce of credit for any picks, any win rate, unless it's over 70%. Because we are picking money lines, we're not taking spreads. We're taking money lines. And there's going to be weeks when the Bills play the Giants. So who do you think we're taking money line? Because there's going to be a lot of clear favorites, and it's money lines. The threshold floor for being average mid is 60%. That is the threshold floor.
At least you're giving us a little credit of being above average.
If it was 50% with the money lines and you have like 10 plus point spreads, that's not impressive. That is nothing to brag about.
No, 70% is
threshold.
Is
70 is brag. If either of us hit 70, you are allowed for the entire offseason. You are allowed to brag every single second of. You can cut off any segment and talk about your 70%. Only if you get it, though.
Okay, only if you get it. Do we get a trophy?
69.999%. Nope.
Is that a Waterboy award? If you get 70%, you get awarded a actual physical trophy on the Waterboy Award show?
We need to just add that to the Waterboy Awards.
Yeah.
The only Waterboy award that is not fan voted on. The only Waterboy award that is results based. The only one. Everything else fan vote.
Okay, Grant. Let's get into it here. Because I lost last year by 0.1%, or by 1%. I'll read the games. So Thursday night, first game of the NFL season opener right now, 7:20 p.m. in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field. We got the Cowboys taking on the Eagles. Friday, we got the Chiefs playing the Chargers in Brazil. Sunday, noon slate. We got Bucks at Falcons, Bengals at Browns, Dolphins at Colts, Raiders at Patriots, Cardinals at Saints, Steelers at Jets, Giants at Commanders, and Panthers at Jaguars. 3:00 slate. We got Titans at Broncos, 49ers at Seahawks, Lions at Packers, Texans at Rams, and then for the Sunday night football game on NBC, Grant, we got the Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Now here's a guy.
Hey, a little slide.
That Monday night. Now here's the guy is going to hit different, just like that first witching hour.
Yep. Monday night, though. Vikings at Bears, Soldier Field, JJ McCarthy, first time playing. Okay, yeah. Grant. As we do.
Sorry, real quick. As we were just bringing up Collinsworth, dude, that first carry Underwood I've been waiting all day for Sunday night is going to hit so different. Oh,
I think they added Luke Bryan last year to it too.
I think they actually re-recorded every year. I could be wrong, but
they do.
Or new music video.
They re-record the music video. The lyrics might stay the same.
Yeah,
but they add the lyrics for like the specific game, like Buffalo Bills. Ravens. I think is new.
Yeah, like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are going to be, and Damar Hamlin, of course, are going to be in
that. Okay. All right. So last episode, we already gave our picks for Thursday and Friday, just in case this didn't get up in time. But just reiterating that
it is up in time.
Eagles Thursday night, Chiefs on Friday versus the Chargers. This is where we get interesting, Grant.
You picked the Chargers?
No, I took the Chiefs.
Oh,
Chiefs versus the Chargers.
Just say the name. You don't need to give me the just tell me the winner. But you don't need to tell me the matchup.
All right. I've been going back and forth here on a couple of these games. We'll see.
I flipped 2 coins. I'm man enough to admit I flipped 2 coins.
But this is what I have, Grant. Bucks, Bengals, Dolphins, Patriots, Cardinals, Steelers, Commanders, Jaguars. I didn't know which way to go that game. Broncos, 49ers, Packers, Rams, Bills, Vikings.
I love it. We got a lot of different ones. And I think all of our different ones are just a bunch of WTF game of the weeks.
Yeah.
But my first 2 picks, Eagles and Chargers. Real quick on Chiefs Chargers, just based on the Chiefs last year, Chargers covering this 3.5. Not saying we're winning, but just based on trends. Covering this?
Yes.
We covering this 3.5?
You normally cover. Yeah, you normally cover.
Damn, dude, it's gonna be a close one then. 3.5 point spread. It's not a lot of points. But yeah, I have to take the Chargers. Bucks, Bengals, Colts, Raiders, Cardinals, Steelers, Commanders, Jaguars, Broncos, Seahawks. Got your first one of the year, folks. You're welcome. Yeah, don't ask for many more. All right. You don't know when they're gonna come out, but it's gonna come out sometime.
They come.
Packers, Texans, Bills, Vikings. So
okay.
I would say,
let me just guess a couple games here real quick that you're going to say. Let me just guess what you're going to say.
We have difference, but
Texans, Rams, what the fuck game? Colts and Dolphins, what the fuck game? Panthers and Jags are what the fuck game, and 49ers Seahawks are what the fuck game for me.
So 49ers Seahawks. Okay, 49ers Seahawks, yes. Dolphins Colts, yes. Do you not have Raiders Patriots as a WTF game of the week?
I do not.
I think that's more WTF than Panthers Jaguars. Panthers Jaguars, I'm feeling Liam Cohen week 1.
I just think that the Panthers they were coming down that stretch and they were looking nice.
Yes.
And they only really upgraded this offseason. And that's one of those things where it's a first game for a head coach. I know Liam Cohen's nice play calling, but I just don't love first time head coaches in their first games. I just normally have lower expectations for them. Obviously, I still have the Jaguars winning this, but
and if anyone's been following the show, I would highly advise if you were going to tail either of us, I would highly suggest you tail Everett this week. I would highly suggest it. Highly advise.
I mean, I'll just tell you this much: if you're in a survivor pool, take the Broncos versus the Titans.
I think this is your Broncos.
Take the Broncos.
Week.
This is the Broncos week.
This is your Broncos week. If you weren't going to go, no. Broncos is the pick. We can never do interdivisions. So Eagles are off. And
Broncos are the
Commanders
pick.
are off.
Or you take the Cardinals this week. You take the bus.
I like that. Yeah. I like that one too. I would say
one of those 2 teams.
Immediately, no Bengals. Obviously not. But Everett, this is now
we're both. Browns.
Well, this has nothing to do with who they're playing against. This is all about the Cincinnati Bengals.
I know.
Everett, this is the year that they're going to be a football team weeks 1 through 2. There's just no way. There's 0% chance that nobody in that locker room is aware of how shit they are weeks 1 through 2. It is 1,000,000% a talking point in that facility this offseason, without question. If it isn't, then boy, are my Ohio State Bengals fans in for a world of hurt this year. But
you lose the Browns week 1. That just called the season over.
I trust that Joe Burrow has been on Twitter enough this offseason. But more so, I know that if I pick the Browns here, the Bengals would slaughter them 63-0. So I have to go Bengals. I know if I pick the Browns, they get destroyed. So I have to take Bengals. But hey, the Bengals, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe Burrow is winless weeks 1 through 2 in his NFL career.
No, he beat the Vikings week 1.
He did?
Years ago. Yep. First game with Jamar Chase, he beat us.
And then that was week 1?
That was week 1.
Okay. Still, they suck ass weeks 1 through 2. Last year, they lost to the Patriots week 1, Everett. And that wasn't Drake May Patriots. That was Tyrod Taylor Pats. Who was the Patriots quarterback? Jacoby Brissett, even worse. Lost.
Well, no. Don't disrespect Jacoby like that. Not over Tyrod. Come on,
disrespect dude. Tyrod, that's my guy, dude. If that lung doesn't get punctured, Justin Herbert doesn't exist ever. Tyrod Taylor is
sounds like the doctor's your guy.
Critical. Like the Chargers, we charged it ourselves, and that gave us
doctor's your guy. The doctor's your guy.
How do you?
Let's not. Hey, that's a debate for another time.
Wow. Boy,
but let's talk about these games. Right. Let's get into the nitty gritty of some of these games. Normally what we do is we'll talk about our individual games, so Vikings and Chargers, and then we talk about the games we kind of disagree on a little bit.
Yeah, or just best matchups like Ravens Bills. We will address.
Yeah, Ravens Bills.
Lions,
we can start with that.
We will address.
Yeah. So Ravens Bills. We're both on Bills. It's in Orchard Park. I know that the Ravens offense is a little.
This
bit
isn't
more...
a new state. This isn't a stadium.
No,
they didn't move stadiums.
I think that's next year.
Because boy, that changes things.
But
that changes.
But I know the Ravens offense is much better, but it's just. I mean, we talk about.
Are they
vibes.
much better? What happened?
Just weapon wise. Like there's just more.
I honestly don't know. I'm asking.
They have D-Hop. That doesn't matter that much. But Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, they still have Derrick Henry.
But they're running
Lamar.
Back.
Yeah, but I'm just saying compared to the weapons on the Bills offense, like James Cook, and then after that, Keon Coleman. Like
I'm just thinking Ravens to Ravens. In the past.
But you go straight vibes. Like week one is the hardest. You just go vibes. Like that's honestly the hardest.
Go home teams. Go vibes. Go.
So that's kind of what's going on here. Like we don't know enough. Joey Bosa's coming in on the Bills. Like we don't know enough to know.
And really, he's playing all 17 games now that he left Los Angeles. So,
but we don't know enough. I mean, we don't know enough. But that's a vibe pick there. Here's my thing. We talked about the Jaguars and the Panthers. I said that a little bit just for the fact that I think the Panthers ended last season pretty strongly. I think Tet's going to be good. Chuba's good.
Oh yeah,
Bryce has looked better.
Another thing,
it's still first time head coach and Liam Cohn. So
another thing about this one, last year Everett, do you know where the Jaguars ranked in pass defense in the NFL out of all 32 teams last year?
28th.
They ranked 32nd out of 32 NFL teams in pass defense. And with that in mind, that was kind of a really big reason why I was under the impression Travis Hunter is going to be like a classic two-way player, defense first, offense second. But no, you're joining the wide receiver room. That's already pretty crowded. You're joining that one. Screw the secondary. Let's go to 33rd in the NFL next year. Why not? Let's be great.
Hey, he's depth. He's a depth corner now.
No, quite literally. I think how that Travis Hunter two-way thing is going to go, first couple of weeks, they're going to make him play 25-30% snaps. I'm just spitballing. I have no idea if they play the Broncos, but then they're going to play the Broncos. Travis Hunter's going to be lined up against Cortland Sutton, and it's going to be a run play. And Cortland Sutton is going to walk Travis Hunter into the fourth deck in the stands. destroying him on a block. And Travis Hunter going to tap that helmet. I'm done. Retired from defense. That's what's going to happen. Like week 3, week 4, and he's going to be a wide receiver only.
But I do think that this is just a general, like,
with that being said,
I think it can go either way.
Oh yeah. No, 100% can go either way. Like Jaguars, I'm afraid I'm going to be overreacting a lot to this week 1. If Jaguars look great, I'm going to declare them playoff
AFC
contender.
South.
Division contender. I know I'm going to overreact.
But I believe also,
I think T-Law's going to have his best year of his NFL careir.
I think that both teams are in very similar stages now. Yeah. And that's why I'm like, it could go either way. I'm
most excited to
Raiders,
see
Patriots,
Panthers.
Raiders, Patriots. Here's my reason.
This is a WTF for me.
I would agree with that. It was a hard pick. I ended up going Patriots because I think that as a defensive situation, I kind of expect a little bit more out of the Patriots than I do the Raiders. And on top of that, Drake May was looking good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I expect more out of the Patriots than I do the Raiders.
And I also just think offensively, I know Brock Bowers and Genti are there, but Travion Henderson is still very explosive. I know Stephon Diggs is coming back from injury, but he looks solid. Kayshon Boutte was putting up wide receiver 1 numbers at the end of last season. I don't know how that happened.
Well, he's throwing prop bets on himself, so he had to hit him.
Oh, right. My bad. I forgot. But I also just like, they're going to feel like Amari Cooper. Like, I mean, I know Dante Thornton is supposed to be like a starting wide receiver 1 or 2 there, but I just feel like everybody's been talking up about the Patriots so much that I expect them to perform this week 1. And that's not saying the Raiders aren't going to be good. That's not saying the Raiders aren't going to be good.
I'd say a lot of the reason I'm picking Raiders here, it's kind of like an emotional hedge. You know, like, hey, Raiders win this game, you know, I get a win for week 1. Like, they really lose this game. Oh boy, am I having a field day on Twitter.
I'll be honest, like, no matter the outcome, this is kind of similar to the Panthers Jaguars, a little bit more for this game than that one. But like, no matter who wins this game, I'm probably not really changing my opinion about their team or how they are. No. Like, I think you play 100 games, they each win 50.
Yeah. So, and also it's just like, it's week 1, both new coaching staffs. It'd be surprising if they're like 80% prepared for the season from week 1. That'd be a crazy expectation.
And both coaches are veteran coaches, like, and they were successful where they were. So
I'm not like knocking like Vrabel or Pete Carroll, but it's just
but one team has the
9 months ago they were not at that team. So
one team has a man so scary that players were terrified of him actually in the locker room and were scared.
Well, is he on a football team?
Mike Vrabel?
No, Christian Wilkins. I thought that's where we're going.
No, he's not. No. I'm talking about the quote of Mike Vrabel
when you said scared of them in the locker room, you can see how I immediately thought Christian Wilkins.
I can see it. No, he is not on a team right now. But
I'll say this. I'm obviously tapped in the Raiders. Unfortunately, I have to pay attention to them. A concern I had about them that they addressed 2 years ago was signing Christian Wilkins. They were really weak. That interior run defense. I know Crosby's great, but inside they weren't excellent. And those are going to be some questions I have. This could be a Henderson runs rampant game. This could be a Henderson breakout game after it. I think this one could be that. Just based on what the Raiders have. And if you're running stretch to Henderson, Everett, you just do it opposite to the side Max Crosby's lined up at. Shouldn't be that difficult. Shouldn't be that complex, but just the opposite side, wherever Max is. But overall, I'm going Raiders, more so an emotional hedge. I'm creating a win-win situation for myself.
I mean, it's still one of those things. Like I said, I mean, if you flip a coin
flip, it's not like I'm making 50-50. A crazy upset pick here. But like once again, that one could go either way. I would say, we address Panthers, Jags. 49ers Seahawks.
Well, I was going to do Dolphins Colts, but that also the same thing. I think vibes, and I also I'm just betting. I'm betting against Sam Darnold a little bit, and I'm betting on Christian McCaffrey a little bit. That's really what it is
and pay attention because this game kicks off at I believe it would be 3:05 your time. Yep. Check for that Adam Schefter tweet at 3:03 because I swear if he does it again, breaking, Christian McCaffrey's actually been battling an Achilles injury for the past 3 months, and he posted 2 minutes before the game. Oh boy,
have Schefter. Your auto subs on. Have your auto subs ready.
Oh boy, Schefter. We'll be tracking you like a hawk.
But that's that. Dolphins, Colts. I took the Dolphins. I just expect them. They're gonna probably fall apart at some point, but like I
think both teams will.
Yeah, I just expect that they're offensively going to be better than the Colts with Daniel Jones, and even if they run through Jonathan Taylor and put him in the dirt, still Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are pretty hard to defend when your secondary is not great.
Yeah, for that one with me, it is a
Tyler Warren show.
Primarily, that's part of it, but more so just like I'm thinking of just NFL results. It's just so NFL. Daniel Jones wins his first game. It would be so Colts. Daniel Jones wins this first game to start, and that guarantees him at least through week 8 as the starting quarterback. That would be just so. That's how these mid to below average teams operate. They win games they shouldn't, and then they give guys that are bad extra life. And
that gets him a contract after this year. That's what it. Yeah.
And so I'm kind of thinking like that, like a fun.
No, I think that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about either defenses, but I think the Dolphins defense.
Yeah, both these teams are not playoff teams.
No. Both teams might not have a head coach.
I would say battle of mid, but that's an overstatement. It's the battle of bad. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the battle of bad.
Talking about the opposite of the battle of bad, though, Texans, Rams, Grant. I have the Rams. You have the Texans. I had the Texans. I had the Texans. I changed the Rams. And you want to know legitimately the one thing? There's one reason. I would change it from the Rams to the Texans because Stafford's been out for a really long time with the back injury. Stafford died weeks ago. Months ago, my bad. And I have the Texans. And then I saw one thing, Grant. I saw one thing that made me change my vote back to the Rams. You want to know what that one thing is?
No. What?
Ed Ingram is the starting right guard for your Houston Texans. And that immediately made me go with the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, yeah. That's horrifying. I will say, though, hey, CJ Stroud has quite some experience behind awful O-lines. So I'm not that concerned. I'm more so excited that CJ.
I'm just also just
saying Michigan fans.
They're down Joe Mixon. They're down Joe Mixon. Nick Chubb is a shell of himself as of what we saw last year before he got hurt.
Did he even play last year?
Yeah, he tore. Wasn't he hurt? He tore something again after like 2 games.
Forgot about that.
And then on the opposite side, Stafford's hurt, but you have Devontae Adams and you have Puka. And as much as I think Kyron's overpaid and not worth the value of an extension, you do have Kyron Williams and a better O-line and a defensive line that is pretty nice. Not to, I mean, I know the Texans
D-line gets after it
too, but yeah. So that's the thoughts there. I don't know what the spreads are on that, but I'm assuming the Texans we've
mentioned 1.5 to 3.5 point favorites.
Texans are plus. I would probably take that. But Grant, last game before we talk about our games, Lions, Packers. Both of us have the Packers. Here's my thought. You're muted. Here's my thought. Don't know if Micah Parsons is going to play or not.
Yeah, even if he does, he's probably going to be. If he plays or not, going to be the Packers.
I just think, especially at the start of the season, it is so hard to replace your coordinators and to replace Ben Johnson at the highest point. The Lions aren't going to look the same whatsoever, and they lost a lot of their interior O-line. So I'm expecting
one of their guys retired a month ago.
Yeah, their center retired. Their starting center, their all-pro center retired.
Well, that's a headache.
So I'm expecting there to be a little bit more carnage on the line. Plus, Grant, this game is in Lambeau. And I mean, Josh Jacobs, like Matthew Golden debut. We'll see how he is. Jayden Reed's not that bad. Tyler Crafts.
Isn't Reed hurt?
Not that bad. He might be. But like the secondary for the Packers is going to get scorched. Let's put it that way. The secondary for the Packers is going to get scorched. This will be a high scoring affair in all likelihood, but it really is
JMO game.
It's going to really come down. It's going to really come down to the secondary performances. Like if the Packers just start hammering the ball and they're taking the clock down, we'll see. But like this is going to be like it's not going to be a defensive game. This is an offensive game.
And all right, so little shootout potential here. So you'd say like your key is Lions passing offense against Packers secondary.
The other side of the ball.
On the other side, now
Josh
remember
Jacobs versus Lions interior.
As an outsider, who had to listen to Lions fans brag how insane their team was last year, Everett, that defense was Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Did they fill the Swiss cheese holes? Yes or no?
No. They signed Darren Reed or Darren Reed, whatever his name was, the corner from the Jets. That was the prize corner free agent. They did sign
DJ
him.
Reed? Is that
DJ Reed? They did sign him, but like defensive line wise.
Well, the other one's ass. Arnold.
Terry Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like Okuda all over.
They had Carlton Davis too. I don't know if they cut him or not. I can't remember. But it's the interior D line is the problem. Like that is the problem.
Oh, okay.
Because Alan McNeil is hurt. Tyleek is starting. Marcus Davenport is starting.
Tyleek better be starting, or else that's a waste of a first round pick.
DJ Reader is good. Don't get me wrong. DJ Reader is good, but like that's not enough.
Our linebackers, is it
still Anzalone? Kaiser? It's still Anzalone, and then they drafted some dude from Arkansas the other year. I can't remember what his name is.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Don't tell me it's still the Rodrigo guy from Hard Knocks.
No, he's he's on depth now. Jack Campbell. That's who it is. Iowa, not Arkansas.
Hutch is Iowa. Full go, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he should be full go. But Grant, let's get into our games here. Do you want to go first and we'll end it with the Vikings? Vice versa.
There's not really much to talk about mine. I highly suggest you guys pick the Chiefs in this one. If there's one thing that I've been following this week, which has given me a glimpse of hope, is that the Chiefs are a little banged up at D tackle. I know Chris Jones is there, but the other D tackles, they're a little bit banged up right now, and they're a little thin. And just not even Charger. Greg Roman offenses, run the ball. That could play into our favor. The Chiefs' interior D line being a little bit banged up. I expect this to just be a Hampton lad. Hampton lad. That's the offense. And it's going to be a lot of lad on third down because I'm guessing Hampton's going to be averaging 2.6 yards per carry. But I expect this to be gross, disgusting, yucky, not a good game. Give me Chiefs 20, Chargers 13.
So just over the spread line.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't even looking at total spread there. Chiefs 3.5 points favorites. I know the Chiefs don't cover, but that number's so small. I would take the Chiefs to cover this if I were you. Yeah. I think Chiefs. This also kind of stings for the Chargers. Well, stings the Chargers lose a home game. Good for the Chargers. Chargers never beat the Chiefs at home. So this home game's in Brazil. So
yeah,
we technically get two non-home games against the Chiefs, which is the only situation we could beat the Chiefs in. We cannot beat them at home. So that could actually help us. But yeah, no, I expect this to be gross. I just pray that Ladd and Hampton's Achilles and Herbert's Achilles are intact. No more love situations. Well, it wasn't his Achilles, but no one tear your ACL. Okay. Do not tear your ACL.
Grant, with the Vikings game. All right. first thing that I want to mention, obviously, is JJ McCarthy's first start. Grant, the first game, NFL game, JJ McCarthy ever attended was a Vikings-Bears game in Soldier Field, at Soldier Field. Adrian Peterson went off 3 touchdowns, like 170-plus yards.
I could be wrong. Isn't JJ Vikings from Illinois? Win.
Yeah. So first game he ever went to was a Bears game. There's been a picture circulating through Vikings Twitter today of JJ McCarthy in full Bears gear as like an 8-year-old kid with like the little bear like hand foam thing on. And everybody was saying, this photo is being used one way or the other. Either the Vikings fans are using it against Bears fans to win.
Yeah, there's ammo that has been supplied.
It's being used by either team at this point. But I would just like to say the first game he ever went to, the first NFL game he ever went to in Soldier Field, Vikings win that game. Grant, the first NFL game he ever plays in, Vikings go to Soldier Field, Vikings win the NFL game. Right now, the Bears are favorited by about 5%. They have a 52.1% chance of winning, according to ESPN. Let's get into a little bit of the nitty-gritty, though. I won't get into it too deep, but here's the biggest thing. Ben Johnson, and I said it earlier, I don't like first-year coaches, first-time head coaches in their first NFL games. I think it's a lot. Ben Johnson obviously will be the play caller for this game.
Yeah, that was a question. Okay, still play caller.
Will be the play caller. And I believe that since he took over being the OC for the Lions, that he has beaten the Vikings and specifically Brian Flores every game that we've played against them. But at the same time, different team, right? The Lions have been set up for success. They've had the weapons. They've had the talent to be able to do that. Bears not so much in the same spot. And Caleb Williams is much different than Jared Goff. Caleb Williams will be running a lot in this game, whether it's by design or that the entire Vikings defensive line just crashed on them. And because of all that pressure, it's going to be difficult for them to get around. And I think the key to the Vikings winning this game is going to be defensive pressure and JJ McCarthy not turning the ball over.
Yeah, we don't want the Bowling Green JJ for this one.
The key for the Bears in this one is to force pressure onto JJ McCarthy and make him, make those throws.
Do they have the personnel to create pressure? Bears? They got Sweat
they have
one edge.
Says Sweat.
They got,
but like they do have Grady Jarrett, an old.
How's
Grady
your
Jarrett,
O-line look? Everyone playing? Both tackles playing?
Everybody's playing. Darisaw, I'm pretty sure Darisaw. Maybe he's a game time decision. Actually, from what I heard, he hasn't been ruled. He hasn't been ruled out. He hasn't been ruled out yet.
You heard it here first from me. Christian Darisaw is playing in this damn football game.
Like also Jalen Johnson, the corner for the Bears, might miss the game. Might be missing the game. Harrison Smith also might miss, but that's less of a loss for the Vikings than Jalen Johnson would be for the Bears. So. The key for the Bears, though, is putting pressure on JJ McCarthy and also capitalizing on quick passes because the Vikings secondary is not great.
Also, with no Jordan in this game, are you expecting them to just bracket Justin entire game? If I'm the Bears, I think that's probably it'd be smart.
If they want to do that, they've done that before. But Adam Thielen's getting that slant route right over the middle.
Dude, Thielen's back. Oh my God! Wait.
And Hawk is healthy.
Is there a chance they just did that Thielen trade because the Jordan? They're like, you plug right in. We're not missing a beat.
That's literally
that it.
That's
okay.
Why.
I'm putting that together now.
That's why it
I was
happened.
thinking
and now when he comes back, then Thielen will end up probably playing in the slot, and Jordan will be on the outside.
Yeah, and also with Thielen, it's just like the dude wants to be a Viking,
and they also he practiced with JJ all summer.
I know, but regardless what his role is. Shit, if he's the backup, he'll be the best backup on the team, giving it the most effort on the team of any backup. So, just a Viking.
Yeah.
We still got to get
like those are the two keys. Those are really my two keys for victory. I think everybody in the media is very low on the Vikings. Like I've seen a lot of stuff this week being like Vikings not make the playoffs. Vikings are ranked 16th. Vikings are going to be 4th place in the NFC North. Like I think it was Kyle
Who's
Brandt.
Saying that? Who's saying Vikings are 4th in the NFC North? Kyle Brandt?
Kyle Brandt, ESPN, a couple other different, like, just general news. I think I saw something off PFF too. But like Kyle Brandt had the Bears winning the NFC North. Not going to happen. But then he also had the Lions and the Packers both making the playoffs and the Vikings not making the playoffs in that last seed, which is completely inverse to me. Like the Bears are going to be the ones fighting. But I just think people are underrating JJ McCarthy, and like, yeah, it is his first start. But like, he was training and doing all this shit all last year and watching film and having VR and all this other stuff to help him be in a good position to start here. The other thing that you just love to see, and this will be my last kind of point, is we got a news story in Vikings Twitter sphere, Grant, about JJ McCarthy preparing for this game. Dennis Allen's the DC for the Bears. JJ McCarthy has a whole thing on his iPad with Dennis Allen's scheme history, his personal play tendencies, his call tendencies, his employment history, his personnel, like the
Social
Bears
security,
personnel, literally like every single thing about this
of
dude,
his house and basement specifically,
his mother's maiden name, like his personal phone number, his bank account routing number, and his
address,
PIN,
first place he lived at in his life. Address
he
of
has
the hospital he was born at.
He has everything. But like that's just one of those things where like I haven't heard an actual story. I'm assuming a lot of quarterbacks do this, but I haven't heard a story specifically about a player, especially a player in JJ's spot doing that. And that's just an additive to something I like to see. Obviously, game performance is different once you get in there, but like doing the prep and everything, like that's what you want to hear.
Yeah, and I would assume JJ's doing a lot of prep this time because he doesn't know the play that the defense is going to be running. So I hope he's doing a lot of homework right now. Jokes.
Who needs to know the play when Kevin O'Connell's your play caller, though?
Yeah, no. I mean, I actually think KOC is kind of like a perfect guy for JJ because I would say KOC is pretty damn good at predicting the exact defense that's going to be ran. So that's going to be really good for JJ.
But really, I mean, for him, like we were talking about Julian Sand the other day, and what would be like for you, a good showing from Julian Sand his first start?
Are you also on team just win the game? Or does he need to also perform?
No, I'm on team
just win the game.
I'm on team win the game. I'm on team win the game. But like ideally, I need JJ to throw less than 2. Like throw 1 interception, fine. You throw 2 picks, you win the game.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm concerned going forward. No, that's fine.
That could just be
like look, if you throw
interceptions, I will always be bad.
176 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Cool. You could throw sub 200 yards and a pick. Fine. I don't care. Win the game.
I also just want it out there. You should expect a lot of under 200 yard. It's week 1. Teams aren't going to be opening it up that hard. Week 1. You should remember what happened last year. Week 1. Mel Kiper tried to get cover 2 banned last year after week 1. Okay. So don't forget what happened last year. But it's going to be gross. It's going to be yucky.
I am also expecting a very big Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones appearance, maybe a little bit more Jordan Mason than Aaron Jones.
Like between, is there a split or
it sounds like 50-50, and it honestly might shift more towards Jordan Mason.
We think it fit. Oh, damn. Okay.
Not literally 50-50. I'm assuming the week 1 Aaron Jones will, but like as the season progresses, it's probably going to favor Jordan Mason more.
Hey, Jordan Mason was a very efficient runner when he was in San Francisco. Yeah. I thought that was correct me, free agent signing, or did you trade a 7th? Free agent.
We traded for him.
That actually even more so.
It was now like they're
kind of.
I think the capital. Use him. I think the capital we gave them was the capital that they used to go with Brian Robinson. I think that's what it was.
That I just feel like for those type of running backs, it's like, you give us him, we'll give you a 6, and you give us a 7th back. I feel like that's a pretty standard backup running back trade right now in the NFL.
Yeah, no, but also Jordan Mason's not your average backup running back either by any means.
I want this out there. There's a lot of backup running backs in the NFL who are very good running backs. And Jordan Mason's one. Sharbs is another. Them two, just if they had a full, we'll see. I don't want to put any rookies out there. We'll see.
No, I know.
Like Ollie Gordon, I would throw out there, but we'll see. He's either getting every snap or none, according to McDaniel. So we'll see. I don't know. Well, I do think there's a lot of very talented backup running backs in the NFL.
Like David Montgomery.
Perfect example. Ballmer. Yeah. Monty, if healthy, is just a steal round 6, 7 and
Tank
an
slash
absolute
ETN
steal.
are also like for
Tank's really bad. ETN's just inefficient. No, Tank, dude, ever. I had Tank last year. Dude,
not good.
He is so inefficient. Like when I see people being like, dude, Tank's clear RB2 over two, and I'm like, did you watch Tank Bigsby run a football? Have you? Because if you do, I think you'll change your opinion versus the fastest running back in the NFL with the chain. I think you'll change your stance after you watch him run with the football, because he's not a tank. And he's not very Bigsby either. All right. I don't know what he does well. He's slow and he's fat. Okay. That's what he does well.
Just being
somehow ETN was so shit that guy couldn't do his carries. How bad do you have to be ETN to let him cut into your carries? If Tuden doesn't go off this year after it, then I don't know how to do any
packing it up.
I don't know how to predict any day 3 weapons.
Yeah, unless you have anything else to say, I think that might wrap up the episode.
Yeah, I think that will wrap it up overall. Yeah, I would just say I am so happy we're finally back. There's just a pep in your step when football.
Okay, wait, we have breaking news. We have breaking news with NFL Red Zone. We're bookending with NFL Red Zone.
What breaking news?
We have breaking news regarding the ad format of NFL Red Zone. They will appear in a double box format. Viewers will hear the ad audio while Red Zone continues to run in the other box. The plan is to space out a limited number of ads throughout the 7+ hours. NFL says this has been contemplated and tested for over a year and has nothing to do with ESPN.
Yes, but I am okay with that. Okay, I'm okay with that.
It's not as bad as we thought. I
kind of expected that to happen. Like
not as bad as we thought.
Like I expect it to. Like, hey, I'm just saying. I don't know if you watch any YouTube like live shows, but like I'll listen to Pate, and if he cuts the ad break, it'll do a split screen. So ad on half, but Josh Pate's still on my other half of the screen. So I think that may just be the standard now. Shit, like UFC events, if it's in between rounds, they'll do that half and half. So
yeah, but in between rounds is I mean,
well, Red Zone is kind of like the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But okay, with that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Rate us 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify, Twitter, and on Instagram at WaterboyPod. You can follow me and Grant on Twitter at Everett6 and at WaterboyGrant. We post new episodes every week on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss a single episode. We also post exclusive content on Instagram and on TikTok as well. So make sure to check us out there as soon as anything else. With that, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Waterboys out.